Sure, everyone, and welcome back to the WaterCooler Show. In this episode, we will be sitting down with Ametist, the writer of The Age of Tyion, which, if you have not visited, I highly recommend. Ametist was a delight to speak with. She's very passionate about her work, she loves the Uru community, and she even did some collaboration on another age we're all familiar with. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this interview with Ametist. Shira, everyone, and welcome back to the show. Today I am sitting down with Ametist. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. So I want to get started by asking the question I ask all my guests. What got you into Myst?
It started Myst, of course. And then I played Euro. Eventually found my way down to the cavern, and that was 2007. I've been here quite many years now.
Nice. So you came in during the game tap era for Uru.
Yes, I did. And this was my very first online game. So there was a lot of things I didn't know about, and I got immediately hooked up by the community and all the friends I got. And everything that happened during that time, there was exciting things going on every so often and drama all over, and DRC and the Ages and Wheelie and yeah, you name it. I had a lot of fun, got many friends. And then I got into building Ages. Started with Andy Legate, as for so many of us, Guild of Maintainers. So yeah, that's the way it started.
That's a good start. Yeah, I came in during the first prologue, and like you, this was my first MMO. So yeah, that's quite the experience when you delve into something like that, and you're like, oh, there are actually other people here. How do I best go about this? Hi.
Yeah.
/wait.
Yeah. And everyone was so very welcoming, There was a lot of friendly people everywhere. As I remember it anyway. I didn't found anyone back then, and not even now, that was unfriendly or stupid or did anything, troll or anything like that. So I hear about things like that, but I have never experienced it. And back then, we were often many players there, and so maybe I didn't see it. I don't know. I didn't find anything anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, the one nice thing about Uru is it's mostly filled with people that are rather respectful, and I think that is something that's sort of fairly unique about the Uru community, because I know a lot of us kind of held up that standard throughout the years, even before the game tap era. I mean, when Uru was in the until Uru phase, we had all these different shards and a pretty sizable community, but it was very, hey, we're not going to be like toxicity community members like, say, in other MMOs like World of Warcraft or any of the other big name MMOs. And I believe, if my memory is serving me right, it's been over 10 years. We actually had people that tried to keep that policy in line. I think that's part of what the Guild of Greeters did back in the Until days. But yeah, I'm glad you never encountered any of that toxicity, because it's definitely not a fun experience when you do. So
yeah, and that's why I'm back again, from the couple of years of doing other things. I haven't found this anywhere else. I played games since then and tried some other MMOs, but I couldn't find that. So I was so happy when I returned to this place again a couple of years ago. It's very special. And I think if you started like this, as you say, we did, it's the way it should be. It's welcoming, you help each other, you can get friends for the life if you want to. You can meet people from over the whole world. And you welcome everybody. It doesn't matter what you look like, where you live, or what you do for a living. Nothing matters. Just be friends and do fun things together. Enjoy life.
Exactly. And build ages.
Yeah, and build ages. Yeah. So when my first ending of the close of the cavern happened, we had another shard to be in. And there I spent a couple of years continuing building ages. That was a lot of fun too, and also a nice community, very nice, helpful one. I learned how to build. You never learn how to build, but I got bitten by that fly. So I had a couple of years when I built apps inspired by Euro, of course, and I built games for Steam, also inspired by Myst, Euro. And now it's oh, this is fantastic. Now we can build ages and actually get them onto Mola, which was why I started.
Yeah, it's the one thing we've all been striving for years since age building started, and seeing all
Mhm.
these fan ages be pushed to live, and in a very good looking library age to boot, to hold them all.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's
And I think that was the best thing that could happen. The opening with Dubs, Shizuprinev and Vile and the pub, because those ages are so cyan. They are so very good and beautiful and perfect. And Dubs is the most amazing guy. And that set the standard. He set the standard for that coming after him. And I think that's a lovely thing to do. And I know both Cyan and Shogun and Rand, they like what we do. I think they are a little bit proud that we keep on going, actually.
So let's talk about some of your ages. You have one that is currently available to visit via Chiso. It's called Tium.
Yes, that's right, Tiam. Tiam is an age which I was thinking of the families, an ordinary family, Danny, the cavern, and the story we have from the novels and the Yuri and cavern. It's some families, but it's not so much about the family life, the days of family life. So that's the age Tiam. It was written by a writer, of course, and he and his wife and his kids, his girls, he wrote the age for them, and the age is for them. So there are some puzzles in there, and they are made for the girls, his girls, and he and his family had that age to enjoy and meet with friends and other family members. They didn't live there. It's not an age like that. They visited for some days, couple of days sometimes, but mostly just visiting and having fun, letting the kids out, see the sun and feel the fresh air, up from the cabin. I'm sure they had other ages also in the extended family, a bigger family ages with more nature, but this was a very special little age for just that family.
Feels like it, and I like it's got a very unique design to it. Very carved out of rock kind of looking.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. When I built that, I was determined to do everything on my own. So I didn't use anything from science ages, which we can do now, models and such, and none of their textures either. Oh, I might have one or two somewhere, but I was determined to do everything myself. just to just to prove I could. So of course there are things that maybe could have looked better if I had used something from Cyan. But yeah, that's how I did it.
No, that's a great way to do it. I mean, that gives you a very good sense of accomplishment when you're done. You're like, wow, I made
Yeah,
this.
it was a great feeling when I did this, and all those people were there in Shiso and lining up, and there comes Shogun and Rand in the line, and I nearly fainted. It's a little age, and you can visit, and you can have you can rest in there and have some fun. And that's one of the good things I think with this. We have these cyanages, we have Euro and we have Mola to inspire us. But the cool things with the fan ages we see now is they are so very different, all of them. There is so much creativity out there, and people have so different ideas about all these ages, all these linking books laying everywhere, it seems. And the cool thing, one very fun thing with building is that I did the Elonin, together with Dulcamara. And that was also a very unique experience because sometimes it can be very hard to work in team because one have different ideas and such. But this one just just went on smoothless. It was so fun to work together, two of us, to have this age presented, and that also got a very nice welcome. People like that very much too. But that one is very different because that's Elone's Dulcamara's build from beginning. I just painted and lighted it and put the cavern in there and the all the animations and the puzzles and so it's really hers, and that's why it's so different and very interesting to work with another way, of seeing things.
Oh, absolutely. I love collaborative projects
Mm.
specifically for that. If you can work with someone and the workflow is like that, then you're basically just both bouncing off each other and making a better
Yeah,
product in so many different ways. And it's just like
yeah.
when you're a creative working with another creative, that's probably one of the most fun things you can do.
And the best thing, what I think this is building for Euro, building for Mola, is to have this outer kind of boundary. You have to recognize it's Dani. It's built by Dani. But on the other hand, you have free hands to do almost whatever, and that's the very unique, I think.
It is. It is. It's fun to see the various different ages that come from that because some of
Mm,
them very much have the aesthetic of the Dini, which is great. Like,
mm.
well, let's just use Chiso for example. That
Yeah,
looks like it came right out of Mist.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
it
just
does.
Dubes did such a good job with that. And then you have ages that aren't Dini architecture, but just still have that magical feel and aesthetic that you're like, oh yeah, this definitely fits within the Mist Online genre. So it is interesting to see where age builders take it. One thing I really like about the again Dubes with the Guild of Messengers pub, he really took
Yeah,
the theme of the pubs and just kind of expanded on it and made it look very natural. And then you have other areas like the Vothel Gallery. If this was expanded upon, this would feel just very Guild of Writers
yeah.
esque, and I love that little area that's like secluded, but it's within Dinny somewhere, and you can see the light, the
Mm.
illuminated light of the lake. All those pellets are finding lighting something somewhere. Probably one of the funnest aspects of Uru is just seeing the different aesthetics and
Yeah.
environments people come up with. Definitely.
And there you have also, there is also one aspect of this community we talked of earlier. There is no special person that can say, no, you can't do this. or yes, you can do this. It's a community and people are very supportive, but also you get critic, bad or good, for what you do. So in the end, there isn't only one person, it's many, many, many that have formed this age to be what it is when it's released.
Exactly.
So I would say, if I speak for myself now, with Tiam, both Tiam and Elonin, both of those wouldn't look like they do, wouldn't work like they do if I hadn't have so many fantastic testers that noticed every little detail that wasn't good enough, or something that was very good that, oh, continue with this, continue with this, do this. This is awesome. This is very good. Or asking questions, not in this way. No, this is ugly. Take it out. Instead, maybe you could do like this instead. I think, I would think that would be better, you know. That's
Exactly.
fantastic, I think. Yeah. And yeah, I remember when I started TM, I was so surprised at something. I had one, I think it was Catherwood. He always found a lot of collisions everywhere that didn't work, and I couldn't find them. I couldn't find them. And in the end, uh, I found out I hadn't tested with a male avatar. I always test everything with my female avatar. And those avatars don't have the same size exactly. So colliders doesn't always behave exactly the same. But I didn't know that, and I didn't understand what he said repeatedly to me in a very nice way. So I guess he must have had so much fun, and we laughed together afterwards. But I learned that now. So details are important.
So, I have one final question for you. You have contributed essentially 2 ages, one a collab, to the game.
Mm.
Where do you see Uru going, or where would you like to see Uru go within the next year?
I would like you to continue like it is now with new ages. I would also like all those people that have these fun events, Minasunda and Prad and Ivan and Sky and everyone else, continue with their meetings, just so the cavern feels alive again, which I think it is. I think it's alive, and there are people there, not every time during the hours, but there are people there, and many have fun. We see new players, new visitors to the cavern, which I think is awesome. So that's what I hope, that the cabin is still breathing and kicking in a year.
Love it. Love it. And with that, we close out this latest interview of the WaterCooler Show. Thank you guys again for coming to listen to the show. It is always a delight to share these interviews with you and to really bring the spotlight onto our current community members. Our next episode, we'll be interviewing another well-named Uru explorer, Callum Traveler. So look forward to that. The release date will be announced shortly, and until then, I hope to see you in Cavern. Sharab Ishem.